All right. Whoa. What is going on there? What is going on with that? That is funky. Sure, that works. We're back. All right. Hello. How's everyone doing this evening? It's Saturday. We are back. Excited to be back. Should be a good stream, I think. We're working on the hips, so should get those done. And with some luck, we'll get into or through the Dragon Fangs, or whatever they're called. That's the part I'm looking forward to the most of this build, since I've built the regular MG Sandrock once before. But anyway, we're back. Hope everyone's having a great evening, great day, great weekend so far. Plan on jumping to chat, saying hello like I usually do. Before I do, a couple quick reminders. Number one, if you enjoy these streams, do please hit that like button. It helps increase our reach, get more people into the stream. More community is more better, I think. Number two, we do have a sale going on. We're still doing the moving sale over at mechawarehouse.com, moving 30% off select items. We're continuing to add to that collection. It's pretty large right now, so if you haven't looked at that in the last few days, last week or two even, might be worth taking another look. There might be something else or something that was already there that you forgot you wanted, so definitely do that tonight while you're watching the stream. And finally, we are giving away an HG Sandrock tonight, so stay tuned for all the details on that. So I'm going to jump in the chat, say hello, and while I do, what's everybody up to? What are you guys building tonight? If you're building along and all that good stuff. So, what's up, Wolfpack, Dylan Dull, Lord Kronos, Studio AU, Baka ZCO, Realtime 88, what's going on, guys? Maverick Entity, Lego Yoda, Mark D, Digital Baka, Jason S, Adam Champo, Rob Sadler, Gil Delta, Rodrigo, what's up? Butterknuckles, how's it going? Yeah, what's everybody up to tonight? Had a pretty good day myself. My oldest, we ended up kind of missing out on doing the whole birthday thing last year because his sister was born a couple weeks before his birthday, and trying to coordinate a birthday party with a 2-week-old is difficult, so we kind of promised him something special, and finally we're able to make it happen today. We went go-karting. It was a good time. I think much fun was had, so that was good stuff. A lot of fun. It's interesting because it was a little bit wet, a little bit spritzy today, this afternoon when we went, which actually kind of worked out in our favor in two ways. Number one, just less people around altogether, because who wants to get wet, apparently. And number two, the track was wet, so it made driving a little more fun, in my opinion. Slipping and sliding around a little bit, kind of drifting corners. Managed to spin out a few times over the course of the afternoon, mostly with my aggressive attempts to left foot brake as I'm driving. But yeah, so that was the bulk of my day, really. Hey, John Ventura, Pseudo Stew, just finished my PGU about an hour ago, so I'm just going to play GB4. Figure out what to build next. Not sure what though. What's up, Thomas Dietrich? Thanks for the sub. Botted SZN. Of course, working on MG Camphor, one almost 2 years ago. Chip Hope, of course, is a great time for a birthday. Great choice. Yeah, he's been wanting to do that. I think we waited in line once, basically the whole day. We got like a three hour pass for unlimited rides. Didn't have to wait long. I probably went on like, I don't know, 20 plus times in that 3-hour window. Solid like 5-minute ride at a time. It was a good way to go. Let me remember go-karting. Start my snap build. MG Heavy Arms custom. Very excited. Got a full circle moment in the hobby since my first order from Mecha Warehouse was a standard MG Heavy Arms. Nice. In case me and my wife celebrate our second marriage anniversary today. Congrats. She got yesterday MG Camper. Cool. This is going to get covered, I think. Yeah, I think November, that makes 15 years. I should probably start trying to plan something extra special. Finished my MG Banshee today. I wonder how it built. That's cool. How was that? I guessing good, based on your comment. There's some hairspray chipping on an Ashima Toyota AE86 I got from you and turning into a hover car. Oh, that's cool. What mods are you using? Assuming you're kit bashing some parts to use for, making it a hover car. And also, what are you doing in your weathering specifically to make it, fit with the hover car theme? Is there something different? Do you think the wear pattern looks different because of the hover thing? Butter Knuckles 2, getting the legs done on C-Packs for COD tonight. Nice. How's that build so far? Hey Carlos, what's going on? I don't think you missed a whole lot. We just started. Definitely enjoyed it. I can see what some people complain about on it. Does not pose well, but looks awesome. Hey MZ, what's up? Hey Earthbag, what's going on? I'm kind of excited to be working on this again. I'm so close to the interesting, unique stuff on this one. Okay, so that goes. For A12 first. Hey, Thomas Street Trick. Hey, got a question for everyone. How do you store company you don't have on display? Great question. Personally, I've basically use the boxes I've got. Might even be semi-visible. Shelf back here. I've got over there somewhere. I've got a couple boxes of kits that are in various state of needing finish work and stuff. Kit bashing with some Gundam builder parts. So it's just styrene and random greeblies, just kind of winging the weathering now. Gotcha. Shows I'm limited on space. Makes sense. I box them as the manuals and stickers. I put them in a binder I bought a few weeks ago. Cool, I do the manuals the same way. I've heard tricks to reduce the size of Gunpla boxes to be just the right size to fit the completed build. If you're really looking to reduce space, although you could just stick a couple kits in the same box. I keep PG or other large Gunpla boxes store completed builds that are on the shelf, grab some poster board and make dividers and keep accessories and extra parts in a Ziploc. Ziploc bags for the other accessories is a great little trick. Yeah, I've seen some videos like that. We'll try that someday. Cheaper than buying bins, right? Just doesn't work if you really like collecting the box art, you know. Hey Julius, what's up? Thanks for the advice. I was thinking that I have a smaller case. I store all my extra parts. Let's see what I can kit bash out of leftover parts and runners I have sitting around. That's cool. Last Sunday, we went to PatCon. That's a mass. Great IPMS event. I think we were talking about a bunch last week. We've got a lot to talk about from that, and a vlog coming hopefully soon if I can get around to editing it all up on top of everything else. But there was one builder in attendance. She went to AnyMech and took home some hardware from AnyMech, I believe, if I remember correctly. But all he does is kit bashes. So he buys kits just to have the raw materials for kit bashing, which is kind of crazy. But Gunpla has a lot of extra parts. Try Blazing Gundam from Gundam Breaker Battlelog. Usually Michael has a sale on their photo storage boxes. They have a hard plastic case that'll store 12 not bulky HGs. What kit you're building? Carlos, I'm working on the MG Altron. It's a P Bandai kit. It's kind of a interesting show, the really big one this year at PatCon. They had a really good turnout, a lot of think I counted over 80 something Gundam and other mecha in various categories in the display only table. Looks like Shenlong. Yeah, it's the Endless Waltz variation of the Shenlong, basically. To show us weekend, I got 4 ships and 3 planes for $20 just for bashing parts. Cool. Sounds like you got a pretty good deal. A1 and E13. There's my runner E. D's, H's, J's, I's. I'm reading that right? Losing my mind here, or am I missing a runner? I3, I4, I1, D2, D1. Here we go, E. Like, this is way too late in the build to be completely missing a runner. Looking really good so far. Yeah, it's. I mean, I remember the Shenlong being a pretty good build as well. Like in the color scheme here, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the weapons and accessories kind of come out. Do you have any effect parts like Flames of the Dragon Head? I think the only effect parts are for the Trident thing. Checking the inventory in the sales section. Do you guys have any accessories compatible with MG size? What kind of accessory are you looking for? Some of the MSG stuff I think will fit master grades depending on the size of that master grade. The one says you need a runner. I can't actually find where it's used at. Missed opportunity, Bandai, right? I don't know, I imagine they have to draw the line somewhere. They must have like a pitch meeting where someone's just like, okay, here's all the accessories we want to have, and some bean counter tells them, nope, that one won't be worth it. Went to make the backpack for the Banshee, and it listed the runners. And the one runner it lists you don't use because that runner gets finished earlier in the build. Interesting. So I was about to dig through the trash. When I looked through the instructions, found I didn't need the runner. Interesting. I wonder if there are like typos. Put the cart lenses and spikes when I'm looking for weapons or accessories that can be used either in the armor or add-on parts. I'm not totally sure which ones we have that would work like that for MGs, but if there's any particular one you're interested in and you're not sure, you can throw it in the chat and we'll see if we can figure it out together. The best wing Gundam mechs in your guys' opinion? It's got to be heavy arms. I like heavy arms. I like tall geese a lot. They're probably my top two. For a dark plastic, this green cleans up really nice. Epion or DSH TV version. Epion. Start a yawn counter for the streams. I'm still, I think, in sleep debt right now. I'm not getting enough. I appreciate Tall Geese's simple yet amazing design. It's Protozero. Protozero's a pretty good looking kit. Alright, got that. Dark green and dark red are the two colors I have trouble with. They almost never clean up well for me. As dark green is cleaning up very well, which is surprising. The blue and the regular Shenlong I feel like I struggled with. It was a lot earlier in my building journey, so maybe my tools and skills have gotten better, but it almost seems like the plastic just is reacting better. Okay, G3. And back to runner E. For E3. What was I with that over here? When the dog is 3 and some sticker by my wallet said no. Hey, Devil Gun Mexia, what's up? Personally, I would bias towards black Gundams. Yeah, all the Death Sight designs are awesome. Yeah, there's not a lot of black or really even that dark colored. I think it has to do with the animation. Like where it wasn't the Titans, they made those blue because of how they thought an all-black mobile suit would look. Especially, I imagine, in space scenes, it's got to be tricky. Swear the blue Bandai parts separator is the best thing they've ever come with. It's pretty good, especially for the money. It's a good tool for the money. Might need to figure something out before it goes away again. Said your hand was messing with me, almost looked like a scar. Oh yeah, that's from the go-kart track earlier today. They have a quote-unquote slick track, and I guess that's the one you need to be the tallest for. So that's what they stamp my hand with. So they don't need to measure height, I guess. Although you'd think they'd be able to look at me and know that I'm tall enough, but that's what that's for. Apparently slick track, they don't run when it's wet though, because it's already slick and it gets real bad when it's wet. And if we were slipping and sliding around corners on the regular track, then I'm sure the slick track would be nearly unusable. Someone had the foresight to paint their suit pitch black before going into a space battle. Where is the enemy? I don't know. Yeah, they just get black 3.0 and just paint their mobile suit right before the battle. We're going to be doing the first draw for that HG Sandrock pretty soon here. Right, so 1, 2, 3. Don't say the F word podcast. What's up? Altron's a fun kit. Did mine MG. Nice, Timothy. What were you guys' first Gundam series? Mine was War in the Pocket. I was confused by some stuff, but still left with the feels. Alright, so let's figure out this first draw of the night here. All right, so we're going to do our first draw to give away this HG Sandrock. We're going to put a number in the chat from 10 to 700. And what is the best kid's birthday party? What was your favorite kind of birthday party as a kid or otherwise, I guess? 10 to 700, best birthday party. Remember, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be valid entry. 10 to 700. And what was your best birthday party? Didn't have any, never really went to any. Interesting. Never played Park McDonald's, played Place, barbecue, waterfall camps. That sounds interesting. Dave and Buster, go karting, nice. Okay, next up I need D1, 6, and A13. Involving pinatas. Was a Boy Scout from age 8 to 21. So many of my birthdays were in the wild while camping. When I liked the most was under a huge, beautiful waterfall. Oh, that's cool. That's not a typical kind of experience. Pizza Hut back in the 1990s. Arcade parties were fun back in the day. Surprised to not be seeing Sleepover in the list more often. Those were always fun too. Kid, I'd spend most summers with my grandparents. My birthday was usually a small beach party. Only did a sleepover once. We stayed up all night to finish Jurassic Park and SNES and shifts. That's coordinated if you guys did shifts. Kids are spoiled with save functions. Yeah, I grew up on the Sega Genesis. Back, you know, no save games, just pass codes or whatever. MG Camper needs a lot of work, lots of sand abs and sealant removal. Probably gonna have to paint this one when I get an airbrush set up. Altron has the HGAC paint die. This is the MG. I'm not sure how the HGAC is one, but I got one on order, I believe. And by one, I really mean, you know, two, because one is none and all that stuff. One birthday sleepover where we rented the first Mortal Kombat movie and played Jailbreak in the middle of January. You guys saying you never had birthday parties? Like, I'm sorry to hear that, guys. Genesis was superior. Yeah, we just got a Genesis because that's, you know, what Santa brought or whatever. Wasn't really exposed much to the Super Nintendo. Alright, so other side, XB9. Okay, I need the G4 and E8. I always get tricked by how small wing kits are. To the glory of the losers. Alan kit for the Tall Geese 2, just like Helen Altron. And 64 at Pokemon Coliseum. Had a television. Always tried to make sure we had some game system my older brother has. CP. And it's his favorite pastime. Atari 2600 was my first console. Yeah, that's a little before me. Alright, I'm calling time. We had Genesis and then N64. And then I think a PS2 growing up. All right, 10 to 700, 580. I don't see a 580. I'll let you guys confirm. And if that's the case, we'll draw again a little bit. But Oregon Trail on an old Commodore 64. My first exposure to Oregon Trail was one of the old Mac computers, actually. It's all Nintendo. I bought PS2 with my own money. Rob Rosencrantz was up, played then, and little did I know later Years later, I'd be addicted to Gunpla. Playing Oregon Trail and Number Munchers on the Apple IIe in elementary school. Yeah, that's probably where it started. I do still play any games. I play some games on occasion, not a ton. Lately, I've been firing up Door Kickers 2. It's a top-down strategy game. Play a really quick round here and there because I don't have a whole lot of time, so it's a good, like, mind-clearing, total focus for a very brief amount of time. I was on a strategy game, retro strategy game, RTS kick for a while. StarCraft and Open RA, which is a Red Alert clone, basically, for a little while. Red Alert was cool back in the day for sure. Yeah, I remember, I think it was middle school, I remember like borrowing the discs from a friend. GSSR, Hella Fun, Staccato, and Warcraft were my crack. Never heard of Staccato. Big fan of Civ 5, last strategy game I really got into was Crusader Kings 2. Yeah, I haven't heard of most of those. Played a lot of StarCraft back in the day, Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3. Speaking of Blizzard stuff, Diablo 2. I'm putting a bunch of hours into Star Siege Tribes. That was Counter-Strike. Half-Life 2. Oh, Fatfinger, StarCraft. Okay. I also remember the Atari Jaguar. Nope. I also used to put in way too many hours into text games. MUDs. I was a big MUD player in high school. CS 1.5, man. Half-Life makes me think of Portal. Portal was fun. Half-Life 2 is the only game I ever got opening day. It was freshman year of college. I want to say it like released on a Friday, and it was a glorious weekend. Can't wait to play Half-Life 3 with the grandkids. Might be great-grandkids. Half-Life 2 is the first game I got on Steam the day Steam launched. I got it hard copy. In fact, I got the box on the shelf behind me somewhere. It's probably not visible. I enjoyed to play it again after they remaster it. Seriously, the Always Valve, which is the number 3. I was in high school. A friend of mine's dad had Larry on his computer. That was an interesting game. Never played it. I remember reading about that in I was a PC Gamer, and oh man, so much nostalgia. Nick made me feel young. I was only in middle school when Half-Life 2 came out. Yeah, I don't know if you can see this, the receding hairline here. I'm not young. I was like a pro wrestling referee. I just can't get to 3. Didn't they not even finish episode 3, right? That was, they were trying to add all that stuff. What's the deal with that? D17 cliffhanger ending for like 20 years. Must be nice to be able to keep existing and not actually putting out product. Like, they must be doing pretty good with what they've already released in order to be able to do that, you know? No, they survived entirely on Steam. Well, I mean, it's pretty impressive they got to the point where they could do Steam. This marketplace blew up. They stopped making games they need to. Actually, they just shadow drop it one night on Steam. No ads, no marketing. Like, they must have a development team still going, right? You know how many companies can pivot successfully to a different business format? It's true. I mean, someone running the business knows what they're doing in terms of business stuff. I would just think that there'd be some part of the founding staff that'd want to keep it going. Half-Life 3 memes are worth more than what Half-Life 3 can make. I feel like there's got to be a new generation of developers who grew up with Valve games and do the IP justice. Probably. You think someone would buy the IP? Yeah. Let's get game this out. Valve Secret makes Half-Life 3, released it on Steam. One night, no warning. Just puts the ad on the front page of Steam, and the login pop-up would instantly be the best-selling game because it would blow up on social media and then on games media. They wouldn't have to spend a dime on marketing. It's true. That the game would need to launch perfectly, no day one updates to fix stuff that didn't fix in testing. And we're going to release this mode as DLC PS. I don't know, it could probably be buggy as hell and people would still throw money at them. Yes, the real tester development team. Can they make a game that works at launch? I don't know. Software's hard. Getting something to be bug free at launch, no matter what it is, can be pretty tricky. Can they wait till the game is done to release? Legendary process. Can you make a finished game? Developer, what's that? That's like anything, though. I mean, I've worked in product development for, what, close to 15 years now? And a lot of things, the pressure to get it into customer hands before developers and engineers really wanted to call it done is pretty common. The right way from a design and engineering perspective is not always the right way from a business perspective. At this point, HL3 could be a steaming pile and it would still make bank. Yeah. As long as they release it in the next like 2 or 3 decades, once the original generation no longer has hand-eye coordination or control of their bowels, there's a reduced chance of it being profitable. Patches were a mistake. Companies gained the mentality. Release it now, patch it later. From a business perspective, it makes sense, though, right? You got to get the revenue going. You got to get things out. Sure, people complain about needing to patch it, but we ain't that old. Just saying, in 30, 40 years, you're going to have a bunch of people in their like 70s and 80s. I wonder how many young people go back and play the original. I should go back and play through all that stuff at some point again. Digital Fanboy, what's up? Welcome. You buy a game and spending my first hour with the game doing patches. Okay, E10. That kind of stuff with the patches was particularly rough as a kid because we got like an hour of playtime, so you could, a day or at a time, trying to share with siblings and trying to stay within, your turn or whatever. So if it took you an hour to download, update the patch, you had to negotiate with mom and dad about whether or not that was part of your time or not. Anyone hear about the possible reboot continuation of KOTOR? Did not. Life is a stretch for a young person. HL2 not so much. People have a good night and happy building. See you later, Rodrigo. Chevy Gaming didn't really hit till after I was in high school, out of high school. I mean, yeah, but I remember there being games that required patches. Thanks for the sub, Digital Fanboy. Alright, what am I looking for? G2. Took 45 hours to download patch for Team Fortress Classic back in the day. Didn't miss dial-up. The convenience of digital, but I'm a geriatric millennial and now I want physical media again. My son built a Raspberry Pi that looks like an NES to play emulator ROMs for the games on. That's cool. Do you build 30-minute missions? I've done a few 30-minute missions kits. They're pretty solid. Highly recommend the line in general. Started buying pro wrestling DVDs again, just to have them in case Peacock changes history. I don't like buying movies digitally. I feel like it'd be really easy for them just to disappear if a platform goes down. So I regret trading your old games to GameStop when you were younger, especially the rare and ultra ones. I never traded in games. We still have all the old Sega Genesis stuff. Buying digital movies is a scam. I feel kind of that way. I've only bought a few that way. I'm pretty sure the ones that we have, we probably could stream nearly at any time for free on one platform or another, so... Most things are a scam now. The digital movies I own came from codes, including physical release. Traded my CIB copies of Pokemon Coliseum and Gale of Darkness. I was younger, didn't know what I had until it was gone. Was it late enough that the clerk at the store is sitting there wringing his hands and licking his lips as you're trading it in, or is it just before anyone knew? Man, the dark green cleans up so well. I don't know if that'll... There we go. Like, you can't tell that there's a nub right there. Dad is retired and he's been spending his time lately ripping CDs and DVDs to digital storage so he can watch them without having to dig out discs. A dip for the evening. Have a good one. See you later, Skyrider. That's kind of my problem with the physical discs. Is that we don't have an actual DVD player attached to anything anymore, so I basically got to rip it to watch it. You know, those were the days when GameCube games were still common. No one thought much of them until it was too late. Currently doing MG Sandrock with Metal Skeleton. The only game I regret trading in was a copy of Harvest Moon on PS1. Okay. Actually, let's, we should fire up our next draw of the night here. So, let's do a number from 10 to 450, and what's the first game you remember playing? $10 to $450, what's the first game you remember playing? One number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to U.S. addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be valid entry. Doom. I remember seeing the original Doom in computer stores. Remember when computer stores were a thing? I mean, they're still kind of a thing, but specific computer and software stores, you don't see them very often anymore. Still got Micro Center. Sonic the Hedgehog. Has anyone actually played Sonic 1? I feel like Sonic 2 is what came with the Genesis, at least when I got it. I don't know if I've ever actually seen Sonic 1. Maybe I'm just naive or something. Okay, D1, 10. Going to South Jersey Expo Center with the parents and a friend of the family who built the first computer to get a Sound Blaster 16 sound card. It came with a disc with Wing Commander 2. Yes, sound cards. I think those are also kind of a thing of the past. Maybe I'm wrong because I've been out of it so long. But I feel like the onboard sound cards on most motherboards these days are plenty for anybody not doing audio specific stuff. Just as we got for Xmas came with Sonic 1. Of course, needed for the joystick input for some reason. E11. Like, I remember the PC I built for myself. Was it going into college? I was in high school going into college. You know, bought all the stuff myself with my own money. Terribly expensive machine for what it is by today's standards. Then I put, you know, a fancy sound card in that one. Sonic 1 didn't have the iconic spin dash. Oh, geez. GoldenEye. Remember GoldenEye? That and Perfect Dark. I'll call time here in a moment. I guess play Perfect Dark with 2 players at 8 FPS. Perfect Dark was great. Used to play rockets in the stacks on GoldenEye. Had the tempo memorized. Is there like a GoldenEye or Perfect Dark equivalent on, let's say, the Switch or anything? Like, what's this generation's GoldenEye? Hey, Depeche, what's up? We had a GoldenEye release. Myself, the old Rare games. Jet Force Gemini was also fun. PUBG or Fortnite. High school between the afternoon and evening plays. We play GoldenEye in the projector system. Nice. It's memories playing StarCraft in high school. And Warcraft 2 in middle school. In the computer labs. Is there one like PUBG or Fortnite? Those are like online games. Can you play those like local only? I'm thinking, 4 players sitting on the couch battling it out together. Modern GoldenEye would be Call of Duty. Local co-op, not sure. We played StarCraft across our school network. Yeah, right. Warcraft 2 in middle school. You'd hang out after school like once a week or something for a computer club, and we would play Warcraft 2. One was on Switch if you had the highest membership plan. Yeah, I don't want to buy a membership plan though. Calm time. It's the range 10 to 450, I think. Yes. Okay. 288. I don't see a 288. I'll let you guys confirm. If that's the case, we'll drag in a little bit. Little co-op has died out. Basically, to have the consoles and play online together. Drew Club for me was just playing Doom on the LAN. I don't know. I feel like they never would have let us play Doom in school. Well, Halo 3 local co-op was fire. If you bought a copy of Doom in a school, you'd probably get sent to detention. Like Mortal Kombat. Anyone win in here? I don't think so, Sin. 288 was the number this round. I didn't see one. First thing I did my freshman year of college was set up everyone on the dorm floor of land and play Quake 2. Alright, so throw the legs on here. Alright, so we got legs. Now it's time for side skirts. Times 2 XB23. In college, I remember the guy sitting next to me playing Wind Waker emulator on his laptop during class. Pretty sure he failed that class. I think my freshman year was also the advent of World of Warcraft. I think that did a number of kids in terms of their grades and relative success in school. Plenty of my engineering classmates didn't quite make it through that. Okay, D1 and D2. Number 2. I wonder what the DAX were. Oh. And then E12. Oh God, I remember when EverQuest was the grade killer. That was something else back in the day. It even spawned that famous South Park episode. Yeah, I think I remember one kid just never left his room when the game came out. Pretty sure he didn't graduate. Or at least not anywhere close to with us. I mean, then again, like 70% of the people that I started with didn't graduate as far as I know, so. I have Skyrim on every console it's come out on, but I get to finish it. It's possible to finish Skyrim. I remember if I did in my my sophomore year roommate as well. He might have graduated. Hey, Anthony Sermoshi, what's up? Did Skyrim release in smart fridges and Alexa Home? Is that true? I know Doom's got ports on just about anything, but I was watching something like 2 months ago about non-Euclidean Doom. Somebody changed the value of pi for Doom for all the math, because the source code is open source now or whatever, and demonstrated the effects of all sorts of bogus number values of pi. For PSVR, my kids have played further than I have. Apparently you get all sorts of trippy effects when you change pi. Like the Tim Allen Do mod? What's that mod do? Try playing Skyrim on the PSVR, but my hands kept switching sides, so I stopped playing. Look it up. I just might have to here. Yeah, look it up. All textures are Tim Allen and sounds as well. All textures. You won't regret looking it up. Okay. Oh man. Wow. You're from New Jersey here. Do you know if there's any Jersey Mike sandwich shops there? There must be. The real question is whether the first Jersey Mikes started in Jersey or not. I could see a guy from Mike moving from Jersey and then referring to himself as Jersey Mike. There's some in South Jersey, but I've never been to one. Looks like Foster's Beer. Looks like Foster's Beer. Australia exports that, doesn't drink it. Very similar to Blimpies. Does Blimpies still exist? The only sub shop I really miss is Quiznos. Remember that one? Their giant, like, scroll through sandwich toaster machine or whatever. Quiznos was good. Thought Blimpies was extinct as Blockbuster. I always wonder about those kind of things when they go out of business. Like, I get why a Blockbuster goes out of business. Kind of times changed and the whole industry changed. But what drives a sandwich chain to go out of business? Like, is it just poor management, or is there some other factor that drives that kind of thing? All right, got the second side skirt here. All right, waist unit XA12. And the other one I need is E6. Scandals, maybe. I mean, Subway still exists, and there's that whole scandal with their chairperson there. Subway overpopulated in the market, pushing out of business probably. Inflation, competition for lower cost, corporation, the beast. That is Subway devours all. The lobster almost disappeared. We'll see how long they survive. The clip of someone else's nippers is so satisfying. Subway's way overpriced now. I heard some of their footlong subs are about 20. I feel like Subway used to be a lot cheaper. Many business closed during the pandemic. I'm surprised that Five Guys didn't close. Should they overextend themselves and spend way too much money doing it? Then they buy smaller competitors and take on too much debt. Yeah, you think that kind of business, if you just play a little safer, slow grow, as long as you don't make a ton of really bad or really big bad decisions, you'd survive. So it used to be $5 footlongs. $5 footlong was the commercial. $5 footlong. Bright Sun Films. He does some great reviews on companies that go out of business or are going out. Interesting. He thought they were too big to fail. Heard that Arby's was buying Subway. Interesting. Now, how does Arby's stay in business? That's a real question. Not to brag, but I have the best sandwich maker at home. Donut, you remember McDonald's had a donut menu and everything was crazy expensive. All right. All right, we have a Gundam. Or if you can survive the parking lot, you can survive the apocalypse. Alright, so I got that piece already. My mistake, G9 and G10. We're on the backpack now. Green colors look awesome. Yeah, it's a really cool color scheme. All right, time for another draw. Doing the green and the kid as well. I might have to pull mine out of the backlog. Yeah. Really cool looking kit. Definitely like the color scheme. Okay, so time for the next draw. Let's do this one this time. So We just had a big display tool restock yesterday, so in honor of that, what is the tool you use the most often? So number from 10 to 200, what is the tool you use most often? Remember, 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to U.S. addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number has been the same comment for without entry. 10 to 200, what is the tool you use the most? I feel like my razor is probably the one I use the most in terms of raw time. Because sanding takes way longer than nipping does usually. At least it does for me. I think this all gets totally covered, so I don't know if I need to clean all these nubs perfectly. Alright, E1. Surprised that both furniture store and mattress stores are open when there's ever people buying beds or sofas. I don't know, everybody needs a mattress at some point. Then the markup on mattresses is super high. I've heard some stories of some ridiculous negotiations with mattress stores. So if you ever pay for a mattress what they're asking, you're being taken advantage of. And I say that having probably paid full price for a mattress before. Go to Mattress Warehouse or firm, you have to pay delivery if you don't have a truck, or firm with a truck. Sometimes I wish there was a razor that was like a third the size of this. Probably be too small to be practical, but every once in a while I get a spot that it would be really handy to have something that small. I guess I need to figure out the little sanding boards or whatever. Okay, I need E7. I need F12. But those carbon fiber tools you sell, yeah, that like those little sanding boards with the sandpaper would probably be the right answer. There's a glass file kit that comes in 4 shapes. One is a triangle, one is round. I forgot the other 2. Small carbon fiber ones are awesome. Much handier than you think. Display has some glass files are smaller working surface. One is a slimmer rectangle. Comes to a point like a triangle. Interesting. Mattress from PC Richard. Team members get a discount from them. It stacks other sales too. So I'm saying that there's so much margin on mattresses that if you have any ability to negotiate, you can probably get some massive discounts. Like I said, I heard this account one time. The guy was talking about, I think his mom or something. It was like a podcast, and he was talking about negotiation or accounting stories from his mom, who's apparently a ruthless negotiator, and somehow talked the dude down super low, and then took that and went to another mattress store, talked them down really low, and then got them both on the phone and at the same time and basically said, hey, whoever gives me the best price gets it, and stuff like that. Because a lot of the mattresses from different companies are basically really the same mattress or something. So once you understand what you're comparing, it's really easy to get a good deal, I guess. Almost lost that one. All right, let's call time. What's the range now? 10 to 200. $168. I don't see a winner. I'll let you guys confirm if that's the case. We got one more draw to finish out the night. No winners. Okay. One more draw. Final draw coming up here. Whatever you say, final draw. Think of Yu-Gi-Oh! I haven't seen anything Yu-Gi-Oh, so I don't think I understand the reference, but all right, now we get the backpack. Cool. So I think the Gundam itself is complete. looks like next up is the Twin Beam Trident. Okay, H2. Nine and 8. Where's H2? Here is H2. Cool, that runner's done. And F11. I believe that finishes off this runner. I guess the Dragon Fangs will have to wait for next week, probably. At least to complete them. But I think that should be the next week should be the final stream on this build. Be able to start the next one next week as well, probably, to figure out what that next one is. I need to get some non-stream building time again soon too, so I can wrap up some of the kits that I have waiting for top coat, so I can do decals and such. Schwartz-Satter Calibar, and going back to G-Witch Pool, or maybe another series. Probably another G-Witch or two. I really want to get some of the partially done stuff off my plate, so there might be a panel lining stream or two. Maybe some decals if I can get off my butt and get gloss coats on. I do want to do the Sandrock custom at some point in the near future too. Wrap up some of these EW builds. Volvo is a quick build. I'm trying to work my way forward from the oldest of them, so I think probably already have a G-Witch or two under my desk here waiting. I think Hydra might be the next one. Then we're going to pre-order the MG Tall Gaze 3. Here's my next 2. Cool. Actually, maybe I want to, I think what I want to do is put up the next draw here, but I might do the effect parts too. Mess around with this real quick. XA 9 or 10. Nick, how's the night going? People in the family are doing amazing. Any outstanding things your kids did recently? I think my kids themselves did. Well, actually, my daughter broke through the gate we got. Safety gate. That's pretty impressive. Okay, final draw here. Okay, so let's do a number from 10 to 60. And what kit do you have on deck to do next? 10 to 60, what kit do you have on deck to build next? Number 1, number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to U.S. addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comments for it to be valid entry. 10 to 60, and what kit you have on deck to build next. There we go. So we got that. Too many. I feel that. I always have so many kits I want to build, and nowhere near enough time. Hey, Coleslaw, what's up? This one I don't think has the shield. Giant robots and God question is what kit is next on deck for you? Could be really cool if your last name is Slaha. I understand why the slot for the twin beam trident is in the center, but I feel like it could use a pair of slots, breaking it into 2/3 for a better two-handed hold. Or it needs like a hyper-articulating wrist so it can do a better like pointing kind of pose with it. That on the screen. All right, I'm gonna call time here in a moment here. Okay, let's call time. Okay, what are the odds that we get a win on the first try here? Number 46. Let's record that one. I think that's a hit. Nope, no winners. Okay, let's try again. 51. So we got 2 Zero Dark Mayhem. Heavy Arms Custom, great choice. And Heather Corradino. So, Zero Dark Mayhem and Heather Corradino. We're going to go to the coin here. Tell me who wants heads and tails. Whoever calls heads or tails first gets it. Got, whoops, heads on this side with the heads. I'll 5 of them. Or tails with the logo. Okay, Zero Dark Mayhem calls tails. So Heather will get heads. So I'm going to flip the coin, catch it, put it in the back of my hand. Sin heads. Is Heather still here? Good question. Is Heather still here? There we go. Heather is still here. So I'm going to flip it, catch it, put it in the back of my hand. If I fumble it and drop it, then I will reflip. Let's see what happens. Here we go. That was a bad catch. Let's try it again. All right. That's a good catch. Looks like it's heads. So congratulations, Heather. You can send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com with your info, and we'll get that in the queue to go out hopefully this week. I know this coming week's going to be back in Nick's head reveal. This is a historic moment. Oh, man. We'll try to get that out this week. I know it's going to be a busy week with all the Disbay orders and such. So congrats once again. Thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. Hope you guys had a good time. We'll be back next week, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, giving away something else, doing the Dragon Fangs for this MG Altron. Should be a good time. Don't forget, we do have that moving sale going on. Moving 30 for 30% off select items. And yeah, thanks once again. See you guys all